Hello and welcome to another video. Before this video starts, I just have to say a quick little message. So, this video isn't actually a video that was made recently. This video was made back in, I believe it was 2017. And the reason why I'm just uploading it now is because it was on my old tech channel called Techie, which is kind of where the Techie TV came from, but that has long since gone and is now converted back to my old Minecraft channel, but don't bother looking for the videos on there as they are long gone. So, since the tech videos are gone in there, and I am working on a bigger project in the meantime, I figured every day for the rest of this week I will upload one of these old videos once a day. So, there's a bunch of problems with this video. First of all, it was my first computer video I really did. Before that, I would used to do a bunch of budget build part lists and they were all terrible. But first problem is that you can always hear that constantly, and it's because I'm constantly moving my microphone, I'm pretty sure, and it's annoying me. But yeah, so basically take the original video and I'm gonna try to edit it to make it at least a little bit more watchable. In this I used NCS music, which is just awful, so maybe if I figure out a way to maybe overlap the original music without not having you be able to hear my voice. But yeah, I think that's it. I think you're ready to see this cringe, and yeah, since this is 2017, I sound like I am 6 years old instead of 8 years old. So, hope you guys enjoy this, and yeah, I am working on a better project, which is me restoring a Macintosh classic. So that'll be a fun project, especially since I have to recap the entire board because of leaking capacitors. So, without further ado, hope you guys enjoy this video, and I don't know why you'd enjoy it, but yeah.
Hey everyone, it's me, inspiron5231 here. Welcome back to another computer video. Where today, this is actually a legit computer video. We're not doing a budget game PC or whatever, and this is my aunt's Dell Inspiron 531, and she still uses this thing to this day, and she doesn't really have any issues with it, except for the fact that the fan can get incredibly loud. So yeah, I was told to clean it out, and without further ado, let's take a look at the outside. But we have a DVD drive here, and we have a additional slot for a DVD drive. For front I/O, we have 4 USB 2.0 ports, a headphone and microphone jack. And as you can also see here, we have a Dell logo and the power button, along with some dust in it. As you can probably see, there's a decent amount of dust. But yeah, as you can see here, you can actually cover the USB ports, so that if you put this thing in storage and you don't want the USB ports getting clogged with dust, you can cover it up. So yeah, this has an AMD Athlon 64X2 sticker, and it also has Windows Vista, and she doesn't have any complaints with Windows Vista, so yeah, she still uses it to this day. On the side here, so you can see we have the Dell logo, and we also have 2 little vents. As you could probably see, you might be able to see a little bit of dust, especially right there. There's a lot of dust there. And on the top, there's nothing too much special. There's just a Windows Vista sticker, and then there's another random sticker. But yeah, on the top, there's nothing too exciting. At the back, you can see we have the power supply. In the back I/O, we have 4 USB 2 ports, a bunch of headphone and microphone audio jacks. We have a Ethernet port, a VGA, and the reason why I put my thumb down is because this has no PS2 port, and the keyboard that I got to borrow was PS2. So we won't be able to boot into this thing, or we won't be able to use the keyboard. But yeah, so this is the entire build, and yeah, I didn't get any footage of me blowing it out. So this is what it looked like inside before we cleaned it out, and this is what it looked like when we were about halfway done. And I also looked at the power supply, and it's a Bestech 160 watt power supply. And yeah, this is what part of it looked like when we were almost done blowing it out. So yeah, basically got it done blowing it out. So now let's do the final touches. Alright, so we are done blowing it out, and as you can see from the previous picture, it actually looks a lot better and cleaner. And yeah, again, mentioned power supply, it's a Bestech 160 watt power supply. And yeah, so it's only 160 watts, which isn't really that good. It is a low-end PC, because with this there's the low end and then there's the high-end stuff, which actually comes with a pretty decent graphics card. So I guess you could say that this was that this could be an entry-level gaming PC back then. But yeah, it's just, but the low-end one is mainly just for work. And yeah, I got the front. Yeah, you might be able to see a part of the old laptop I tried to put back together, but I can guarantee you this one works. So yeah, we're about to unscrew the fan to put on some thermal paste. So when I took out the fan out, I touched the bottom of the fan and on top of the CPU, and I know why this thing was getting incredibly loud, which was the reason why she was complaining. There is no thermal paste, and who knows how long it could have been that way. But since this isn't a high TDP CPU, which is actually a AMD Athlon 64X2. Doesn't say exactly. But it's 2005 CPU and 2007 computer, so probably works. And you have the mounting thing here, and plug the fan. But yeah, there's right here. Nothing. There's nothing there. It's just empty. And but look, it's pretty much all the dust is off of it, so that's awesome. But it's time to put on some thermal paste. So yeah, I'm gonna put on thermal paste and I'll be right back. Alright, and you might be able to see, maybe not, but it's plugged in case you couldn't see. But yep, it's plugged in. So let's put this side panel back on, and then we'll test this. Alright, let's plug this thing back in. Get the VGA in. Now, what we have to do is we have to get this back in. Ooh. I like how as soon as I plug that in, the lights lights in my room flickered for a second. Alright, monitor still hooked up. Alright, let's try this again. 3, 2, 1, and I actually plugged in the fan. Also, I also realized something. That, what is that? Keyboard failure. Yeah, there's the problem. PS2. Guess I don't got PS2. Let me see if I can figure out how to get another keyboard. Newsflash, don't have any more. Lol. Yeah, this is as far as I can get because I don't have a keyboard or an adapter. But we have to see if the DVD drive works. Oh yeah. Now get back in there. Yeah, this thing works and you can probably hear it. It's not as loud. I hope that there's an extra fan inside this thing, which could also be making loud. But look, I didn't notice this before. Whenever I first looked at the computer, it's actually blue LED. But yeah, as you can see, I have an Athlon 64X2 4000 plus actually. There's 2 gigs of RAM. The hard drive's being detected, the optical drive's being detected. Keyboard's not being detected because, you know, PS2 has failed me. So, you know, yeah. But this is all I really needed to do for this computer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see more computer videos like this that might be made a little better on December 28th. So yeah, see you guys next time.